What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Infinite Gains, and today we're doing a Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP update. So yeah, I mean, I've just kind of been echoing the same stuff for the past several weeks now. So yeah, I mean, Bitcoin is still bearish, and it just is what it is. So yeah, I actually just made a SPY video update, and Bitcoin still follows SPY. So yeah, if you think SPY is bearish, you're probably thinking the Bitcoin is bearish as well. Oh, didn't mean to do that. We need to put, so we're gonna just put SPY on, and this is SPY. So yeah, yeah. I mean, if you think Bitcoin is gonna trade against SPY, well, I mean, I guess there's a first time for everything, but apparently that's not how it works. So Bitcoin actually does follow SPY. And we look at SPY, and yeah, we can have a little pump back to the upside maybe, but we're looking for a dump here. You know, we're looking for a rejection. So if SPY starts dumping, well, it's not going to look very good for Bitcoin either. So you are getting a rejection at your support bands. So that's your 20 and 21 weekly EMA and SMA. So you are getting a rejection there. If you put on your daily SMAs, we can close that out. So you have a rejection from your 200 SMA, and then you're having a bearish. If we go down to our 4-hour, your 20 SMA has crossed down your 100, your 50, and your 200. So that's an extremely bearish cross down. That's an extremely bearish cross down, right? And you see here initially you had a cross down of your 150, but your 20 SMA was able to bounce off your 200, and then boom, sealed its fate, got a double rejection off your 200. So, I mean, you can't really even be bullish right now. I mean, you can try, but you can't really be bullish unless you get above your 200 again. Which you better hope that SPY starts pumping or something, so that can happen. So what am I kind of thinking? Let's go back out to our 1 day. Wait, why are we not in then? Yeah, we need to be in logarithm mythic. We need to be in log. So if you look at our log chart, right, we're just trading in these channels, and you can see that we got a rejection from the top of this channel, came down, tested our midline, came up and rejected the 200. And so if you break this midline again at around 52, then you're gonna head down probably to the bottom of this channel at 35, and it's gonna look something like this. So you're gonna come down, and then you're gonna be able to shoot up to these crazy price targets like that. And so that would have to, you're gonna wait for another cycle. Not really like another cycle, it's kind of like this. It'll be like this, really. I mean, that's literally what's gonna happen. You had this peak out, and then you're like, oh, bull run, nope, another dump, and then you have your real bull run. So that's probably what's gonna happen. If you stay under your 200 and you break this midline, you're probably gonna head down like much lower. So that's Bitcoin. I mean, just pay attention to the SPY and pay attention to that 200 SMA. I mean, as long as you're below that, I mean, you can't really be bullish on it because its structure is bearish. I mean, right now its structure is bearish, and if SPY starts heading down, I mean, Bitcoin is cooked. So, I mean, there's really nothing else to be said. So Ethereum slipping down as well. Ethereum broke through its 200 SMA. And that's when you saw that crazy dump. And so, I mean, this stuff is real. Your 20 crossed down all of your SMAs, then it slipped out of this channel here. I mean, so let's see here. We can just do that. Just bring this down here. So Ethereum, I mean, it can try to come back up and test this channel, but it'll head down to the midline here, and possibly even down to there, and then it'll have its run up just like Bitcoin. Okay, maybe not to 20, maybe not to 22,000, but it'll have a run up. but it'll have a probably. I mean, if Bitcoin goes all the way down to 30 something thousand, then Ethereum will probably go down a decent amount as well. I mean, maybe to this midline, right? Maybe it'll find support at 2,000 or something. But I mean, I think it'll have a pretty substantial drop to maybe $1,000. And it's really just that simple. Let's put on our weekly EMAs on Ethereum. I mean SMAs. So we've put on our weekly SMAs. You found support on your weekly SMAs at your 200 and your 100, and then now you're finding resistance at your 50 SMA here, and you're kind of chopping around. So yeah, I mean this is even worse, because if you see a rejection here and your 20 slopes down and breaks your 50 and then breaks your weekly 200 and 100, then then you will see 1,000, and you will see really bad price action. So on Ethereum, I'd be paying attention to your weekly SMAs, and probably Bitcoin just your daily for now. But yeah, I mean it just looks bearish overall. XRP, so XRP is going to drop if obviously a Bitcoin continues to dump, then XRP is cooked as well, and you are seeing a resistance at this trend here that we've kind of been talking about. And yeah, I mean you're currently above your daily 200 SMA, but you are seeing a resistance at your 20. So I mean, if you start dumping, that's a bearish cross below your 200. It's a bearish cross below your 50, and then you're going to cross down all your EMAs, and then you're going to do this. So this is actually a bullish harmonic, but short-term bearish price action. So you would actually come down, you would break down all the way down to 20 cents and then shoot up, and you get these crazy price targets, because it's basically just a repeat of what happened in 2017. You had this pennant breakout, broke up, and then what do you have here? You have the exact same freaking pennant. It's the same. So yeah, I mean you could absolutely have a breakdown to 20 cents just like you did here, like a pretty big crash to 20 cents and then a full breakout, which would make sense, right? Because you're waiting for Bitcoin to do kind of this little retrace thing, not like a full crash, but this little this little retrace to maybe high 30s, and then that's when crypto really breaks out. Then you'll see like a real true crypto breakout, and XRP is able to kind of bottom and then fully break out of this pennant that it kind of has to complete this entire structure, because you've been trading in this thing for essentially wow, that's 2,422 days. So you have been trading in this thing for years. You've been trading in this pennant for years, and you're telling me you're just gonna have this premature breakout? I mean, you're probably going to complete the entire structure. I mean, it's just been such a long time coming. It's you might as well just make this thing structurally coherent. So yeah, I mean, you're probably gonna play out this very bullish harmonic, and you might even go down to 20 cents. So that's a possibility for XRP, and kind of what I'm seeing, because if Bitcoin and SPY head down, I mean XRP is going to be cooked as well, and it just kind of makes sense. And that's kind of the reason why XRP hasn't been making all-time highs, even though we're in this crazy crypto bull market. That's kind of why XRP's kind of been holding back, because it's trying to complete this pennant that it's been trading in for years, and it's finally going to have its moment. It's finally going to have its time and have this crazy breakout, and it's going to melt faces. But it just has to complete its structure. So I mean, right now, I probably sound like a crazy person, but Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP could really have a pullback here. And it kind of makes sense. Yeah, you're not going to see a full crash. You're not going to see a full dump. But really, this leg is just overextended. You're just overextended. You need, if we put on, if we look at our stochastic RSI, I mean, you've been oversold. I mean, you've been overbought. You were overbought in this range. You were overbought this entire range, and you still pumped. I mean, this leg is just so overextended. You need to kind of pull back to around 36, and then so you can go back into oversold territory, and then have your true breakout. This leg should have really, I mean, this was a very, very crazy pump right here. So you do need this pullback to possibly the bottom of this channel here, before you have your actual move to the upside. And I know I sound like a crazy person. I know this isn't 100%, but I mean, this is what I'm seeing. As long as you're below that 200, as long as SPY starts turning the other way, you're probably going to see a corrective move in Bitcoin. So yeah, that's pretty much the entire video. I just kind of want to update you guys on crypto stuff, because I will be going over more about this stuff and in the Discord and everything. So yeah, it's the whole video. Thanks for watching, and peace out.